Welcome to WTDC-25, the World Telecommunication Development Conference being held here in Baku in Azerbaijan. I've got the great pleasure of being joined today in the studio by Philomena Gnanapragasam, who is the Chief Executive Officer of the Asia-Pacific Institute for Broadcasting Development. Philomena, welcome to the studio.
Thank you, Max. It's great being here.
Let's talk a little bit about WTDC. In your opinion, why is WTDC-25 important for socio-economic development?
Well, you can see what's happening right here in Baku. More than 2,600 people are gathered. And it's so interesting to see the entire world actually gathered right here in this historic, beautiful city of Baku. And you can just see how delegations are coming up, from Malaysia, there are more than 30-odd people together with the minister, and in Africa and other parts of the world, where everybody wants to have a chance at once in a 4-year occasion, such as the WTDC. So this is where TAC meets, all the different people, the innovation. I even met scientists and astronauts and, name it. Everybody's here at WTDC. And I think that's what makes the occasion really great. And of course, it's boosting the economy of Azerbaijan, for instance. And conferences are a great way of actually not just tourism, which also boosts the economy, but also in terms of other economic activities, probably going shopping, eating, whatever. So it's really going to boost the economy of countries that host it, as well as countries that come and probably do knowledge sharing.
That's quite true. I wanted to ask you, what's your particular goal here?
My goal is to see, because AIBD was formed under the auspices of the United Nations and ITU in particular. So long ago, ITU played a crucial role in the broadcasting sector. And now, as you know, it has moved on to telecommunications as well. And that's not, it's not a new thing, because broadcasting itself is on multi-platforms. We're not just talking about radio or television. So it's multi-platforms. And so I think it's a huge role to see where we are going, and the kind of discussions that we are having on spectrum management, on the commitment of ITU, for instance, and private sector players. So these all are very important for broadcasters. So this is why I'm here, to take back something for our broadcasters.
I know we're here at the beginning of the conference, but I wanted to ask you, what have been your impressions so far?
It's been good. It's such a huge event. It's a very, very huge, convention center. I was in Kigali in 2022.
Right.
That was big in Africa. And this is different. The building is unique. And that's not all. The number of people and the way that ITU has hosted and prepared for this event, I think, is really great. So I'm impressed, honestly. And all kudos to Dr. Cosmas and team, and to Doreen and her. She's a SG, the first woman. So I think this is really great, really awesome.
In terms of the landscape in Malaysia and the region, what does that look like in terms of connectivity, broadcasting, etc.?
So Malaysia is really big into digital economy, digitalization. And of course, when we talk about broadcasting, we are into the digital sector as well. And we use multi-platforms to actually broadcast the programs. So you would see that radio and television are crucial as platforms, but you can't just focus on one area. You also have to put your content on multi-platforms. So that's what Malaysians are doing. So they use TikTok. I mean, I'm not supposed to name, but all the multi-platforms that probably you have in the market.
Yes.
Broadcasters explore this. So we have the government broadcasters as well as the private sector. And I take care of more than 100 countries across the region, Asia, Pacific, Africa. Europe is a partner and also a member. France is a member of AIBD. So we have knowledge sharing, Korea, Saudi Arabia. So it's a vast area, but we can see how the internet and connectivity is playing such a huge role in bringing people together.
And how do you see the future for AIBD?
Future of AIBD, I'm thinking that it's not just members who are broadcasters. You're also looking at people in the tech sector. You're looking at internet providers, because ever since COVID, there has been a huge change. Before COVID, everything was just traditional. It was just the norm, right? But today, after COVID, things have changed. And I think people have used so much of internet during the COVID era, and they haven't stopped since. So this is why they're consuming their media via, the multi-platforms. People are becoming independent content creators, and all these calls for better connectivity, because they need to put their content on a platform. And that's what connectivity is all about. So basically the ITU tagline of connecting the unconnected simply works for AIBD as well. So as the CEO, I've learned a lot in this journey. And internet plays a huge role, connectivity plays a huge role, and getting people's voices and thoughts across is also one of the biggest, important role of broadcasters, letting every voice be heard. And that can only be done with, connectivity, with great tools, and of course, understanding how the mechanics work.
Well, thank you for giving us a brilliant insight into your day-to-day responsibilities, but also in the wider picture as well. We look forward to catching up with you again, hopefully at another ITU conference. And thank you very much for joining us in the studio today.
Thank you, Max. It's been great being here. And you're a great interviewer. Thank you.
Well,
great interviewers do great listening. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you've enjoyed this interview, which I'm sure you will have, then do check out our other interviews on our YouTube channel, as well as our podcast on our podcast channels, wherever you get your podcasts from. And for further information, visit our website at www.itu.int/WTDC-25. Thanks so much for tuning in.